Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see behind me, we are in the dead of winter right now, so not much sea doing going on. But you know what I'm gonna do in days like this? We're gonna go into the garage. We're gonna dive into looking at that Garmin 62 CV fish finder map system that we've been putting on the Sea-Doos, on the GTX models, and from the Fish Pro. We've got a lot of requests just to go into a bit more detail about it, so that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's head over to the garage where it's hopefully a little bit warmer. I got some heaters going. Let's go in there and get things going. So come with me, we'll see what we can dive into here. All right guys, so we've made it into the garage. Short little walk. Got some heaters running, and we're going to take a look at this. So what I want to tell you is that this is the original model that was from the Fish Pro. It is not the one that's available now for 2022. That's the touchscreen version. This is going to be not the touchscreen version. This was the original one that came out and has been out for a couple of years. But for 2022, they've come out with a touchscreen version. So just FYI, this is, I haven't touched the touchscreen one yet. Terrible pun. But so things may be different for that. This is going to be an instruction about the older model, or the original Garmin Echo 62 CV fish finder map thing for the Sea-Doo. So that's what we're looking at. If I get one with a touchscreen on a newer model, then I can do a review of that. I'll do that as well. But again, this is the one that most people have because it is up until 2021. So let's dive in. So first thing you're going to notice is that how it's mounted to the actual Sea-Doo. All they do is take your mirror, so you can almost see it right here. Let me see if I can shed some light to this. So you can see the mirror theoretically would have been right there. So they just take that out and mount it right to your frame. And that's kind of what you're looking at. And what it is the ability that not a lot of people talk about, but for safety reasons, you can actually remove the unit from the enclosure. All right guys, so this is the actual unit itself. This is again the original non-touchscreen Garmin. And what it does is on the back, you've got your two plugs for your power. So, and you can have an optional third one, which is not in there. The transponder for this unit is an internal transponder, which is based inside the Sea-Doo, roughly about right here in the hull. So it's not quite at the back like a normal fishing one. The transducer itself is right about here, sitting in the hull. There's a little actual cup holder or rim or something that it actually sits in, so that it's not flying around and stuff like that. So that's where that is. So let's attach this to this. Oops, put it the right way, and we'll start working on it. Okay. All right, so first thing we're going to do is just unplug the terminals. Usually I just try to set them down here so you see, and then you just take the back of your device, and it just literally clips on like that. And then you can take your knob and adjust it to the level you like. Usually helps if you undo both sides. You can set it to the level you like. So usually I'm about at the highest I can get it. Alright, so now that we've got it on the actual mount, and like I said, you can tighten it down this and adjust what angle you want it at. The one thing that they never really tell you about is right down here. And this is, depending on how you get it, where your SD card goes. Okay? So this is how you actually get your fancy maps onto this. Now, you have to be, through trial and error, I have discovered that you have to be very specific with what SD card you get. I will tell you that you don't need anyone fancy, but it needs to be the 32 gig card. Don't get a card less, don't get a card more. For some reason, only the 32 works. I've tried like you're not downloading a huge amount of information, so I tried like an 8 gig one and it wouldn't read it. And then I had like a 64 gig one just because I had it sitting around, wouldn't read that. So the only card I've ever been able to get to read is a 32 gig SD card, right? And I'll show you what you do with this is once you've bought this, get a card, and then I'll take us inside and I'll show you how to put these on your on the SD card and then bring them in here. So once you bring them in here, it just fits in there. And like with this, because of that, you can actually update your map. So each year you can go back in and download and update your maps and get the most detailed versions of what you're getting. And then that just closes right there. All right, guys, so we've made it inside the house again. So now I'm going to show you the computer side of getting this Garmin all set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the computer. So I'll put that up on screen now, and I'll just be down somewhere in the corner, and we'll kind of go over what we're dealing with here. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the Garmin website, and what you want to do from there is create an account. I've already created an account, so we'll get past that because I've had this for a couple years already. But create your account, and then what you do from there you go to Marine, and then you do purchase. And if you're a first time owner of this, you'd come down and choose, well, for this case, we're doing, I'm going to choose lake maps because that's what obviously I do the most. I'm not on the ocean, but you can choose coastal charts as well. And then it gives you kind of a breakdown of what you get with the download. In this case, I chose the Ultra just because it gives you the, the most amount of lakes, gives you all the contours and stuff like that. The one I really like is the dynamic lake level. It will adjust to where the water levels are based off of what's been reported and stuff. So kind of a cool feature. So that's on the Ultra. So that's kind of why I got it. And then just some, it's got tons of features and everything like that. So what we want to do is I want to go to update. So there's two things that this system has. It's called the Active Captain app and the Garmin Express. What you want to do is, I found the best way to do this is actually load your Garmin Express. So you want to get, and then you can just download it. And I've already done that. So let's dive into what that is. So this is my Garmin Express. You basically create an account in this download. I've got my account ready, and as of February 20th, so there's chart updates and software updates. So what I'm going to need to do is a software update, right? And then it tells you what you need to do for that to make that update. So we're going to do that and come back and see where we're going from there. So let's see what's next. All right, guys, so next is I've taken the SD card out of the actual Garmin unit, and I'm going to plug it into the computer here, and we're going to start the process, okay? All right, guys, so we've put the SD card reader into the thing, so now we're back into the computer here, and like I said, I'll just go back to this. So this, I'm going to go to charts of update. So there was an update available as of February 20th. Software update, blah, blah, blah. Okay, continue. And this is my untitled. Okay, continue. And here we go. The question is, how fast is it? I'll speed this up in the video, so we'll check back in once this has been uploaded. Oh, we're getting close. Okay, it's been a few minutes, like 6, maybe 7. And we're at what, 98%? So probably about 10 minutes to get it downloaded. So let's see how this goes. 98. So yeah, once we get this downloaded, we'll take it downstairs, put the SD card into the Garmin, and it should update that file there. And then we'll see what our next steps are from there. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. All right, guys, let's head downstairs where I got the Garmin set up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so we're down here in the basement. I've got the Garmin hooked up to my ice fishing Garmin power, just because I don't want to drag the batteries around. So let's get this. So we're in. So what we're going to do now is take our SD card that we formatted and put all that fun stuff on. Place it in there and clicky. There we go. Memory card, and then you can see Well, you can't because there's glare, of course, but it's now reading and updating everything. And let's see how it goes from there. Real riveting stuff right now. So let's check back in once this is closer to being done. Percent. All right, we're coming back in at 90, 100. There we go. So that has got everything updated, supplemented this, that. So we'll hit, let's see what that, okay. Perfect. Perfect. 20. Okay. Cool. Back. Select. Vision charts. Now, granted, I'm down in a basement. I don't have satellite and all these things like that. But pretty much everything now has been updated. So all the charts should be up to date as of 2021. Now, there'll be a new drop that comes out, I think it's around April, that comes out that would be for 2022. But because it's that year, you actually get charged for that map because it's so up to date. And I think that charge is about 140 bucks. So what I usually do, I'm usually fine with the year before. So this is now, like, before I did this update, I had 2020. Now I've got 2021. Sometime in April, they'll drop, or sometime, it could be out now, not 100%. They'll drop the 2022 charts for the area. Now, if you're buying, like I said, if you're buying in the year, they usually charge you about 140 bucks because it's so up to date. I'm cheap and do a year behind, but I usually know the waterways I'm going. But if you really want to be up to date, get the 2022, same process. All right, guys. So let's go back and finish this off. I'm going to turn this off. There we go. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope it was helpful for you, give you a little bit more confidence in what you're doing when you got your Garmin. And, you know, just if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Make sure you hit the like button. Please subscribe. Cannot wait until we're back out on the water. It's been a long winter up here. So, guys, I got some more videos coming. I'm working on some new stuff that's coming. And hopefully, like I said, we'll be back out on the water soon. So, until then, be safe out there. Peace!